You're listening to the Uplevel Your Online Business Show, where wealth is empowering, purpose is crucial, and high vibes are non-negotiable. And now, here's your host, certified business coach and practical woo strategist, Sarah J. Loureiro.
All right, welcome back to another episode of the Uplevel Your Online Business Show. I really want to highlight something that came up for me over the past year that has just been so profound in my business and has helped me so much. And I want to share with you the value of joining a mastermind, and a mastermind in specific in your business and how it can really explode your business. So one of the reasons why I wanted to talk about this is because I always used to think that one-to-one coaching was the be-all, end-all of everything that I needed to do. And so I would look at really amazing coaches that I'd want to work with, and I'd be like, no, can't afford their one-to-one, so therefore I'm not going to work with them. Because I always thought, no, one-to-one is the best thing that I could possibly do with any type of coach. And anything else that I would be doing just wouldn't be giving me the support that I need. I really, truly didn't see the value in group coaching programs. And I think a part of that was because all of the group coaching programs that I had done, with the exception of, one of the very first ones that I've ever done before, had been with people who were at a significantly lower level of business than me. And I just didn't really find the topics that they were talking about relatable. And so for me, I was always just kind of like, okay, well, I don't want to be in a group coaching program with a whole bunch of newbies again, right? Like I'm already at a specific level in my business. I don't need to learn any more beginner strategies. And if I'm going to be surrounded by people, I really want to be surrounded by people who are at my level. So it almost felt to me like I was getting into group coaching programs and, like different types of communities where I was already like an advanced yoga practitioner and everything was designed for the beginner. Everything was designed for the whole like, okay, now you're going to put your right foot in front of your left foot and you're going to bend your arms at a 90-degree angle or whatever it is, the way that you teach yoga to beginners, versus I just wanted the person to kind of like go through and automatically assume that I understood a lot of the flow so I can get into something that was a lot more advanced in my business. So I always thought, one, group coaching is always just going to be with beginners. There's no way that I'm going to get into a room with people who are on my level. And two, my other big myth that was inside of my head was I'm always going to get more support with one-to-one coaching. I'm actually never going to get more support with group. It doesn't even make sense. I always need a one-to-one mentor because that's going to help me implement the best. And then I started really thinking about how I wanted to create more of a sense of community for myself. So I've already been doing business coaching for almost 5 years now, and I've really, really loved doing my own group programs, but I started feeling at the beginning of 2022 like I really just wanted a community, but not just any community. I really wanted to be a part of a community that was already at my level and who really wanted to expand even more than that. And so I decided to take a chance on a mastermind because I was just like, well, at least, I'll try it once, and then if it doesn't work, then I'll know, right? And I was just so pleasantly surprised with how much growth I had made inside of that program and how much more I actually enjoyed the mastermind experience than I've enjoyed so many one-to-one programs in the past, that I am just such a firm believer in community-based coaching for not just for beginners, because I also believe it's so helpful for beginners, because the very first group coaching program I did for business was absolutely incredible and I loved it. But how important it is also, if you're a little bit more advanced, to surround yourself with other people who are also more advanced. And so the first thing that I didn't realize when I went into this mastermind was that when everyone's at your level or at a similar level, it's almost like, okay, now you've set the bar even higher in terms of what you can achieve and in terms of your potential, because you see all of these other people also wanting the same things. And you're just like, hey, I'm finally in the right room. I'm finally in the room of people who are, doing the work. not just saying that they're going to do the work, but they're actually doing the work, they're getting the results, and they want to achieve more. And as a high performer, this was just so helpful for me to realize like, oh, hey, there's so many other people like me. It's not just me, because with a lot of my friends, it really is just me. And I have these crazy goals, and I have these this crazy work ethic and this focus and discipline and flow that I go through on a daily basis. And so to have other people who not only understood that, but were also like that themselves, that floored me. And I feel like I was really, really inspired by it. And that was just so helpful, because these people that I have in this program with me are, they're inspiring me on a daily basis. And I can't say that about too many people that I know in business. And so that was one of the first things that really, really stumps me. The second thing that I was blown away by, and I'm continually blown away by after I joined Mastermind, was how many referrals I actually started getting for my business just from this mastermind. And so I'm not even kidding you guys. I'm still getting referrals. I joined the mastermind, I think 9 months ago, and I'm still getting referrals almost every single month from my mastermind friends. And it's crazy because we all give each other referrals back and forth. And I didn't realize that my return on investment from investing in an advanced community, an advanced mentorship, wouldn't just be because of the strategies and because of the growth that I created. I didn't realize that it would also be because of the people who are in my community who would also be recommending me to their clients and recommending me to their community members. And so the amount of affiliate programs that we've talked about, the amount of referrals that I've received has it's been unreal. It's been really, really incredible. And this is the power of an advanced, like-minded community, is that when you invest into a mastermind or when you invest into a high-level community, all of the people inside of this community have been growing their businesses. They've been doing the work. They have big email lists. They have big followings, and they have engaged followings, and they have engaged email lists, which is even more important. And so many of those people are much more likely to, sign up for whatever it is that you have than, let's say, for example, you running a cold Facebook ad. So the importance of low net like trust within community and having someone who is credible also vouching for you is just, it's amazing. It's amazing what that type of credibility and social proof of, people that like your friends, your colleagues, can really do for your business as well. Another thing that I really didn't realize that was going to happen inside of this mastermind was I actually got a lot of customized business strategy. And while I knew that was going to happen on a certain level, I didn't realize that there was going to be so much time dedicated to my own business on all of my coaching calls that I did on a weekly basis. So here I was thinking that, the only way that I can get one-to-one hands-on support in my business was through one-to-one programs. I didn't realize that I could get the exact same amount, or just the amount that I needed, of one-to-one support inside of a group, because I was getting that one-to-one support inside of all of our weekly calls. And I continue to get that one-to-one support inside of the weekly calls. And so you don't need a one-to-one program if your mastermind group is highly customized to your business. And especially if the mentors or coaches who are coaching you are giving you hotspot support inside of calls, and they're making sure that they're getting to every person on a call, your questions are always going to be identified. Your problems are always going to be solved. And what I realized is I'm actually getting so much more support from my mastermind and from my mentors inside of my mastermind than I have with mentors that I've invested one-to-one with before. And then the last thing that has just been so crucial for me inside of this program that I probably did know, but I didn't really know the magnitude of it, because one of my favorite sayings in business is we don't know what we don't know. And so here's the thing. I joined a mastermind. I was already making multiple six figures when I joined it. I joined it because I wanted community. I knew I wanted to scale my business. I didn't really care how much I scaled my business. But I was actually pleasantly surprised with how much I didn't know about scaling beyond multiple six figures, about scaling beyond, I would say, like $250,000 a year. And all of the things that I didn't know was because I obviously lacked knowledge around all of those things, right? I didn't realize how much operations were a huge part of scaling. I didn't realize how much product refinement, offer refinement were a part of scaling my business. And as soon as I started to implement all of the things that my mentors were teaching me, I literally doubled my income basically the first month after joining. And I made $52,000 in sales in the first 30 days of joining the mastermind that I'm currently in. And I was just floored when that happened because there were so many myths that I had about group coaching, that I had about advanced mentors, that I had about the coaching industry in general, that were just completely shattered as I decided to invest in it. And it was so good. And it was such a great experience that I knew that I had to do something like that for my community. I knew that my community, especially the ones in my community who have already been through the beginner programs and who want to grow and scale their businesses, I knew that they needed something similar. And I have just been so floored with high-level mentorship that's steady, consistent, high support, and also long-term, that I decided to open up my own mastermind. So doors are currently open for the Wealth Expansion Mastermind. It is a 12-month experience where if you are doing coaching or any service-based industry, we're going to develop your scalable business model so you can scale to multiple six figures in 2023. This mastermind is going to come with everything that you need in order to make that a reality. So you get quarterly one-to-one calls with me. You get weekly group coaching calls. We have a very small group, so everyone always gets their time. You get copy revision from me, so I review any work that you want. You get modules that are specifically based off of launching and selling out group coaching programs. So I've actually been doing group coaching for a few years now. And last year, I made around $250K off of group coaching alone. So I know how to do these things. I've had the six-figure quarter just from group coaching. I've had, really amazing sold out launches from group coaching. And I've also had flopped ones. So I'm so excited about all of the people I'm going to teach inside of this container. Spots are incredibly limited though. So make sure that you apply before it's too late. We're officially only accepting 5 people into the mastermind this month. So you can head over to my website, sarahjlorero.com. You can look into coaching and the program should appear right on that toggle list inside of the menu bar. We can book a call together and see if you're a good fit for this program. I'm really just so excited about it and so excited about all of the women who've already joined, because we're about to make some serious ripples inside of the coaching industry this year. All right, that's all I have for you today. Those are the biggest wins that I've learned from joining a mastermind. It's been such an incredible experience, and I honestly can't wait for each and every one of you to be able to join a mastermind yourselves and have such an incredible experience the same way that I did. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, it would mean the world to me if you liked it and left a review. If you want to just chat with me about how you enjoyed it, feel free to reach out to me. It's at Sarah J, so Sarah without an H, J, Loureiro on Instagram. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll catch you next time.
Thanks for listening to the Uplevel Your Online Business Show. If you enjoy our show and would like the show notes and free goodies about how to grow your online coaching business, head over to sarahjlorero.com for more information. We hope you'll tune in next time.